What's up, everybody, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of The Connect. Join the family by following us on social media. Allow me to introduce it. My name is Suecey Chigelo Chaku Kopala. And on today's episode, I'm very excited for who I am about to connect with. We're delving into the world of music, gospel to be specific, and he's a minister of the word through his music. To remind you a little bit, we're going to go back in time. I'll play you one of his music videos. On the other side, he's going to be joining me. TheProof is going to be my guest. So I'm going to mukota questions for social media. Please feel free to write to us. For now, let's listen to this one. On the other side, Nishnan Joina. Don't touch that down. Welcome back. In case you're just tuning in, you're watching The Connect. My guest is already on site, and today we decided to delve in the world of music, but talking to a minister who talks to us and preaches to us through his music. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been off the scene for quite a while. Proof. When's waenda kuti?
And then I end up with the world.
That the way you phrase that, the way you phrase that, and designed out to the world.
Not like in the literal, equal the world, like in the world in general.
Oh,
not to Egypt.
You didn't go to Egypt.
No.
Yeah. But you know what? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. After a very long time.
I know. And also, you do currently have a new song out. But before we get into that conversation, I want to understand what was going on in the in-between. And you were going to come back to the abroad, you know? You went to the abroad.
No? Yeah, somehow, it's go abroad. Go abroad, even in Africa, it's considered go abroad.
As long as within the borders. Within the borders, then you've gone to the abroad.
Sometimes in Paneba.
And you go there abroad. Even Malawi, you go abroad.
You should go abroad, eh? Actually, guys, to go abroad.
To go abroad. But you know what? Good to see you. And also just good to see you come back on the scene with a very beautiful song and a very beautiful video.
Thank you so much.
But I want to take you back in time, right? And I had this thought when I was having a conversation with you behind the camera, and I realized, I'm like, oh, I've known this guy for quite a bit. I am not judging anybody, but I just want to talk about it, right? So you're somebody who's grown up in church.
Pretty much, yeah.
You've grown up.
Yeah.
Life of a PK. Let's talk about that. We're having a conversation, and you just spoke about how it also comes with a very big responsibility. As a PK, there's an expectation that comes with that. And I want to know, there's obviously people that are watching who are PKs. How was that for you, like growing up?
For me, it was a little bit, I wouldn't say like I was a very reserved guy. Looking at how my upbringing was, it wasn't the usual freedom, the way these Gen Zs are growing up. It was yeah. So for me, I feel like I didn't really have that. Firstly, the PK came in like about like 2009. At first, my dad used to work for like a radio station. He wasn't even like a pastor. Then he was to serve under a ministry.
Oh, okay.
That was like back in the days. Yeah, it only became like a pastor. I was like, after he was sent, you know, like how they give a leader, like they give you a branch to lead. Yeah, that was like in 2009, somewhere there. Yeah, that's when
it actually came in.
It was sort of certified as
now you're a
pastor.
Yeah. But also that's an interesting aspect, because I'm trying to imagine life before then was you're just living life as a normal child.
You know?
So when your father now has a responsibility to minister and also just be a pastor and over a pastor for a church, life also changes for you.
It does.
How was that change for you when you now were told, okay, apa wenzaenda kuna wenzako kucha, so apa manje petafika apa, people are looking at you a certain way, so siunga.
Mostly for me, it was by then. It was the kind of music. I think I was in grade 9. When So by then it was the time I used to listen to a lot of rap music. Very, very, very. I would say not the censored one. You know, there's like the censored one, but I was straight as it was. So I would listen to a lot of that. Even that influenced how I dressed, my language. I wasn't that of a really like Christian. So like I would go to church in my baggy jeans, you know.
Shaggy.
Yeah, so they would judge me in a certain way. They would feel like, oh, Pastor, yeah.
So it ended up like moving from before when your dad was a pastor, even when he became a pastor, you
Yeah,
were still
I did not like change the way
the way
I
you
love to
dressed.
dress. Yeah. So that also brought in a little bit of like, you know, there's always those kind of people who judge you by the way like you dress and how you look. So that was that was a challenge, just to live up to the expectations of the people that were in the church, in the ministry. It was very hard. Yeah.
Okay. So also, how did that affect you as a child? I'm imagining you're growing up, life with the chain normal. Then now, even the way you used to dress before, you've grown up dressing a certain way. And I'm assuming grade 8, grade 9, now you're formed into like your own
A teenage
person.
boy,
You're just, yeah. Then now, how
I
did you navigate that?
I tried to sort of fake it, you know, like how you have to. Sometimes people talk a lot. You need to sort of, you know, try and be what they want you to be. But it still didn't work for me. It was like most of the time pretending. It was like a fake life. Me trying to dress in a certain way and please people. But
So how
to
did you
me, it
change your
wasn't.
dressing? Like it went from dressing up like a rapper to dressing up like who?
Like a banker.
That's the best description.
Yeah, like I'm going to try and wear a suit, but I still did not. You know, like when you wear, for me, even like now, I still feel like when I wear a suit, I feel like people are looking at me. I won't be that comfortable. I'll be like, yeah, like these things. Like so, it's always been hard for me to rock up a suit. But like because of how people looked at me, they wanted me to look in a certain way and dress in a certain way. So I had to start pretending.
Yeah. I know that you're very big on fashion as well. Even when people watch your music videos, I was watching your latest music video. I was like, everyone's a drip, one's a swag. Who's doing the styling for the video?
It's just me. I just get close. Like,
Oh, you put them together.
Yeah, my cousin also got me like the green suit in the video.
Yeah.
And the green pants
Leather
and
and the green,
yeah, that was my cousin.
Oh, that looked really, really nice. So fashion is something that I see that you're very big on as well. So having to adjust, my suit. At what point did you get comfortable to just say, you know what?
Morocco suit.
Yeah, no, like, oh, I can dress this way and still love God and still show up at church and not feel like suit.
It got to a point where I was like fed up. You know, like I was like, okay, if I dress like this, they will talk. I wear a suit, they'll still talk. So I might as well be me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People always talk, no matter how you try and change they always find something.
Okay, so where does your love for drums, or when do you start playing drums also?
So funny thing, it was the same when the branch started. There was instruments and there was no one to play.
Yeah.
So now they used to get some guys to play instruments on a Sunday, but then on that Sunday nobody showed up. And now the people need to sing.
Yeah.
Nobody showed up. I think the only guy that showed up was like they tried to call someone and they showed up very late. And the drums were there. So I began to ask myself, like, look, I just come here and sit. What if I fancied how the drums were looking and how they are more interesting. To me, I saw the keyboard as boring because you just sit there and
you just sit on your brain,
try and be a nerd. Try and man, like I didn't finish my drums. I'll play the drums. So and then one of my aunties told me, like, look, there's always those aunties. But I he can actually get to my drums. So I started learning drums. That's how I taught myself self-taught.
Self-taught?
Yeah, it wasn't like,
really?
No, I need Van to come and teach me. No. It was actually self-taught. So actually, the guy who was playing keys told me, when you're listening to music, there's that bass that you hear, do, that's the kick. He showed me, okay, this is the kick drum. This is the kick drum. Then can you come, I'm like, I can take a snare. Already, I used to listen to a lot of music, influenced by a lot of music. So I knew, after him just pointing at those drums, like, this is what this does this does that, this. Yeah. Then I started teaching myself, playing on top of different music I put, like from like CDs. I play on top of that until I got to learn and became one of the best at that time. Before I got busy with other stuff. Yeah.
Before you started transition and started doing other things. Yeah. So now, also I'm going to in my beginning of the conversation, I'll refer a lot to your father before we get to you now just establishing yourself in your own right as an artist, right? So your dad becomes very big right? And I'm assuming the responsibility becomes big because you're also a mirror of the things that he's going to preach about. People will look at you and they'll be like, ah, manja mwana, well, that was Did you grow through that? Because as a teenager, you're going through different phases, which to understand your body is changing, your feelings, you're seeing life a little different. How was it for you transitioning and growing with your dad at the same time?
Actually, at first, growing up, like as a teenager, it was that thing where like, right. So my dad actually he had a ministry before the church, and then he had radio. He started doing a radio program called Standing in the Gap. I think that was like 1999.
Yeah.
I know the history. Yeah, 1999. So he was already like on radio. People were listening to his program, and then now it's not like he became big then after the church.
Then-
He was already he
okay.
already had like an interdenominational ministry called like
Yes,
Standing in the Gap.
Standing in the Gap,
Yeah,
yes.
so he used to do that already. So for me personally, I was already known like I'd say from primary. Like whatever school I went to.
Were you a cookie or you were just like a pocket?
As long as I say my surname, he went to 1 hour past. Like that's one thing really made me feel some type of way that I started to hide. I'm like, wherever I go,
Yeah.
they'll judge me based off that. Like, and they expect me to live in a certain way. You know, like people always expect you to live. And forgetting that it was your father that was called. You're still a young man growing up trying to find yourself.
Yeah.
So they always judge me. The teacher would judge me. So that, I feel like it really sort of even made like my growing up sort of waste somehow. Now, like I said, I got sort of irritated. Now, like, anyway, people are already judging me, so let me just be me. And, I listened to the music. I was hanging out with not the Christian kids you would hang with if there's a wrong group, I'm the guy. That's how I grew up in school. Yeah, I would receive the CPs for being the guy who's in whatever scandal, whatever problem. Me in primary, secondary, I was the guy who
How
was
were
there.
the conversations at home?
It was wild. It was wild. But then, the thing, it's like there was like another me in school, another me at home. So it was like really conflicting. Like they couldn't really believe, like, is this the person they're talking about? Or is this our child?
Yeah.
So there was some doubt. So I'd use that as my power to even lie. Like, no, they're just accusing me. And they would sort of believe me because based off of what
Now
they
they
see.
know. Now
Sort of
they-
like deception, you know what I mean?
When did they know that you were actually, do they know that at a point
I
where
think they were too busy also, traveling a lot. So they didn't really have the time to really, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to get into your own story now, your own life as an artist, finding that voice. You've already mentioned that when Zavera my music, I'm a rap, uncensored and filtered.
Uncensored and filtered.
So did you always want to be a minister of the word through music, or was your thing just wanting to do music?
It actually began at a youth camp at the church that my dad was serving at. They had a youth camp, and by then they would play rap music, different Christian rap music, and then I loved it. I'm like, actually, I can, because I used to be a rapper as well. Like every artist was,
What were you rapping?
I would write love songs, some with a lot of cussing, cuss a lot, because I was influenced by
What you listened to at the time.
Yes. But when I go to that youth camp, I got to learn that there's like actually Christian music that sounds, it's dope.
Fun. Yeah.
So during that period at the youth camp, I was like in Livingstone at Hillcrest. That's when they called like for an altar call, if you want to give your life to God. I think that's where the transition sort of started coming in now. Like me being, it was hard to get rid of the music. Very hard. I'm not gonna lie. It took a lot of time. That was the only scene that you could. I thought that was the only scene, that distraction that made me, that's like dragged on for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So the music, but the other things like being very mischievous in school and stuff like that like really died down.
Reduced,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then the music was what I really heard, because I really loved the music.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because my mom used to sing in a choir. She used to go for choir rehearsals with me when I was...
When you're younger.
Yeah. So maybe I think that's why. But I really loved the music, and I couldn't let go of the very disrespectful music I used to listen to.
The very disrespectful music.
It was bad.
That's an
So I
interesting
showed you my playlist. Hey,
It was bad.
It was bad.
Not the
And it's so bad that, like how this music has so much influence on you.
Yeah.
So now, what they rapped in those the lyrics, I began to do.
Oh,
To
because
try and do those
you
things.
thought it was like really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like, hey, like having 6 girls, talking to these ones, you know. So there was
The influence of pop culture.
Yeah, it
No,
was
but I
cool.
love the fact that you would loudly and proudly say that, because sometimes Christians mirror themselves in a way that they don't struggle with certain things. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think so.
So I'm glad that that's something that you actually speak on. So you're introduced to now like gospel rap and da 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 da. What grade are you in at the time? Because
I
I'm
was
trying to establish.
nine.
Okay, because I'm
9,
trying to
10.
establish
9,
when
10, yeah.
you now say, okay, I'm playing drums. First of all, my drama. Kuri, and I know if people go to church, like there's
There's what thing.
no, you know what I'm about to ask.
No.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know. Ask.
My drama.
Uh-huh.
Tipa vera tinovuta machecho.
Ooh. I think the struggle of the drama mostly. I think it's most dramas have sort of the same ish character. I feel like most. I don't know. I've never seen a very humble drama, honestly speaking. I've never seen a guy who plays drums very humble. No, I play drums. No.
Yeah.
Most of them are loud. I was that guy, loud, very a little bit, proud. To me, I was the best drummer, man.
Really?
And I was like, wanting to control everyone who's playing the drum. No, Appa, playing drums and the ladies.
Yes.
The ladies, yeah. Yeah, pretty much the drummers. It is a drum and one eye. Yeah, yeah.
It was that. So now, starting to do music, right? So you're playing drums in church. Do you at any point join the praise team in a way that you're singing away from the drums?
I've never actually.
You've never sung?
Never sang
Really?
in a church.
So you were a chair recording artist?
No, not like in a chair record. Maybe you might. Yeah, it might be both. Maybe.
Recording and performing, but not just in the church.
No, I've never in the church like in the praise team.
No.
I'm also thinking about it now. I've been thinking about the couple of weeks, months now. Yeah, so let me try and lead like not like worship, but like praise.
Like maybe praise, where it's just like.
I've been thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember the first time you write a gospel song?
The first time I wrote a gospel song was like in 2017. So me and my cousins formed like a group, like a rap group. After the youth camp, now we are like we came back with a lot of zeal and like let's go and do this. We can actually do it. We made a group called the OG Saints, the original Saints.
Yeah.
So me and my cousins we started rap. We even did a song with KB at K Army at some point.
Come on.
It was called what was that song? He actually produced it. KB. After that time, that was the KB. What was it? K Army, right?
K Army
era. We were feeling ourselves.
What was the title of the song? You don't remember?
I think it was called "Praise the Lord" or something. Yeah.
Chadida rapper.
There's a rapper. And then what's funny is after that was actually the first song that we wrote. It was called "Praise the Lord." We did. Me and my cousins were rappers, and then after some time. I was a rapper. After some time, it died down. My cousin got a job. He's now like an economist. My other cousin is now a police officer. Those paramilitary guys. Yeah. So after that, I was alone. Started doing solo jams. I started going to record. There's a guy called Simba. That was like in Mtendere. He had a studio where I used to go at his house. I started now doing like solo music for myself. I would record, go perform at the church for the youth meetings, youth events. Yeah.
Okay, because I was about to ask, how, I don't know about your household. Ine, penenzokura. So now, like what I mean? Like there's a certain type of gospel music that really, not necessarily that it wouldn't just play as often because it's just the traditional music, especially for me, maybe because I grew up in a traditional church, Was there a time where your parents, do you remember the first time you played the song that you did?
Funny thing, my dad worked at Christian Voice. That's a radio.
So you gave him the music or did he just
he introduced me to some of the music. There's guys like Papa San, I don't T-Bone, those old legend gospel.
Yes.
They used to do, T-Bone used to do like the West Coast rap. That's rap that sounds like Snoop Dogg. But it was Christian.
Yeah.
And Papa San, Jamaican.
Yeah.
So he started now dedicating those songs for me on my birthday. So you tell the radio, like if you are the host at the radio station, TV station. I think by then it was like, I think there's a lady called Lombe. She used to do like a new generation. It was called New Generation, New Gen.
Yeah.
They used to call it. So he would request Lombe to,
To play the songs for you.
play a song for give a shout out to my son. Like you work together and play him this song.
Yeah.
So that's when I even just got in love with. I didn't know that it was that kind of gospel music. I was very young. I did not really like feel it. Maybe it's because I never had a lot of problems by then. Now, now that I'm grown, it's like if I show you my playlist, there's a lot of those. They give me comfort,
Like now, it's like, hey, I'm not
oh my
alone.
God. You'd be surprised seeing me on my knees, like, oh my God.
What was your rap name? Your first rap name?
J Senior.
Why did you?
That's like my son, my first name, my son. So J Senior. And that's what I used to call myself.
Okay, so when do you change your name to The Proof?
Okay, so like I mentioned, I started recording my solo songs, performing them in church.
Yeah.
And then there's a man who really loved my stuff.
Yeah.
He told me like, I like your song. I feel like you could go far. So go look for a very good studio, and then let me know I'll settle the bills and stuff like that. I'm like, wait, so my music is that good? So that's when I called. By then it was like the Radio Cafe era, the Mark 44s. So I had to look for where Radio Cafe was.
Yeah.
I met Mark 44. We got to talk. I got my quotations there. Took it back to the man. Like, no problem. And I was actually so scared. Like, this looks expensive.
This is a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot. No problem. So go ahead and do it. That's when now the transition now started. That's how now I found the proof.
Yeah.
Basically,
Who gave it to you? Like you just came up with the name yourself?
It was a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
Because I called myself the evidence, rather like, no, why can't you just the evidence? I'm like,
The evidence that the Lord is good.
It's good, hallelujah, praise the Lord. So I like, no, the proof is good. It was proof at first, and then we changed it to the proof because of the Google searching was sort of, how the YouTube, the Google algorithms work. If you say proof, there's a lot of proofs. So we did the proof, no space, and at least it was easier to find. Then I went there at Radio Cafe as a rapper.
Yeah.
Then I met Mark 44. I met the church in Lokuta. I was working for them then. Then I had a song that I sang. So I played in the songs that I recorded from my previous studio.
Yeah.
One was rap. One was Muma Niona. It was pre-recorded before actually. So he heard Muma Niona and I was like, you want to sound more diplomatic and not just tell me like, bro, you're a work rapper. You can't rap. From a rapper. And like, bro, you have to sit down. I think let's go with the Muma Niona arrangement.
Yeah.
And for you, when I heard the Muma Niona, then we did follow with him, and he loved the style. Yeah. So like I feel like this is you, the rap isn't you. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're going to take a short musical break. We're going to take you back in time before The Proof decided to take a musical break. So let's listen to something that he did a little back in time, and on the other side the conversation continues. Welcome back. So you know what the song reminds me of? So you have a song called Driver. That's a song that we just played.
Okay.
I remember forcing it down my mom's throat.
For real?
No, I do this thing with my mom. Like I can count songs that I like a song so much that I want everyone to listen to it. Like if I feel an artist is so good and I like a song, I want some Zambo in there. Like, I will play the song, I will sing the song, I will
make sure you rap
everything. It's the same thing with Pastor Wesh's song, Dependable God. I remember we were taking a drive to Kopala and I played it for my mom so many times. She just said, now, this time she plays the song so much. And she's always like, this song reminds me of you. I'm like, yeah. So that's the same thing that happened with your song. So at this particular time in your career, obviously your identity has been cemented and you found yourself, you found your sound as an artist. Then now, you take a step back. And you mentioned earlier tonight Ndakuvyalo. So I want to know what was going on in your life at this particular time.
Okay, so 2018, I dropped my Punishing Failure album.
Yes.
After my Punishing Failure album, I did my album launch at Mulungushi. Immediately after the album launch, I got accepted into school and I went to school.
And you just left everything. And I remember the Punishing Failure, we had shirts, we had like, we had everything.
there was so much put in that project
Yeah.
that I feel like if I hadn't gone to school, I'd stayed back. I should have, marketed the album even more because I felt like it had very dope songs like Hallelujah, Driver, it had Away, it had a lot of nice jams that I feel like I did not really push because of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after school now, I went to school and I stayed there for quite a long time.
And you know what, we're talking about school. I know what you went to do in school, but what did
I went to do audio engineering.
Yeah.
That's like some call it sound engineering. So which is like a mixture of, let's say, I'll say audio, live mixing and live music mixing and mastering. You can even do live events, studio production, music production was also part of the courses. Pretty much that, yeah.
Yeah.
So now it took me a lot of time there.
How long was your studies?
It was because at first I did before going
break. Yes.
I went for like a short course. That was like during the recording of my album. I went for a short course and I came back. Then I had applied for the actual full course. That was like, I would say 2.5 years. Yeah.
And then you went away, and so much had unfolded during that particular time of your life, right? And part of it. Do you want me to talk about it? I could.
Yeah.
Part of it. You walked down the aisle.
Yeah, immediately after that, after I came back, I think I came back 2020, end of. Yeah. Then after I came back here from the school, I went to Blazer Studio with Uncle Ben Blazer.
Yeah.
We started doing sort of like a hands-on work with the engineering I did. So I had seen he was one of the few people in Lusaka who had like the actual equipment that was closer to what we had in school. So I had to go and do, because it was mostly theory and then there was less time to do the
practical
stuff. So when I came back, I started doing like a hands-on thing with, it was like 8 weeks with Uncle Ben. And then I started serving in my church, helping them out with sound and, doing some radio ads with my friends, recording that as well. And then now we basically, love of my life, like just to skip fast forward, engaged. And then shortly after, the brother was married.
The brother wasn't married. When he came, I said, "Oh, Proof, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, you look,
you know what I mean?
Very well taken care of." So when you came back from studying, you never went back to playing drums, or do you still play?
Now the responsibility is actually even more. So now I basically do audio, like the front of house, the in-house sound.
Yeah.
And then I do broadcast sound. That's like for live streaming.
Yeah.
So there's a setup that we came up with where like what's been heard in the auditorium is different from what's been heard on broadcast.
Oh.
So more processing is done from the broadcast audio compared to the live. So now on the broadcast audio, now we're adding things like auto tune to the singer, to the press team. We're adding
Really?
We're adding basically EQs, compressors. It's basically like a studio session, but we're mixing it in real time.
I want to listen to that. I want to watch a service.
Yeah, basically. No, there's, like how auto-tune works, right? If you are good, you sound better.
Yes,
if you are worse, it will be, that's like something else. So basically, those who really can't be on key, we use some auto-tune. So it's basically processing audio different from the auditorium. Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing that away from the church as a business?
Yeah, I am. I am actually, because I'm working with a new company. I don't know if I'm gonna market that company, but it's like a new company.
But you can talk about it.
It's a company that I also have connections with. It's called LH Dance. It's a sound company. We have everything outdoor. So if you want any festival, music, no, I'm not talking about small stuff. I'm talking about screens, smoke machines, lightings. 20,000, 40,000, 50,000 people sound. Just hit me up.
Okay. You're the guy for the job.
I'm the guy for the job. Just hit me up. And all that stuff will be with you. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Also, I know that at some point, and this is the thing, like, I haven't seen you in quite a bit, right? And I know that you're doing some entrepreneurial stuff. At the time, I remember, I think you had a piggery and you're doing all of that. Are you still doing that?
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Actually,
asking.
I should have shown you some pictures. There are quite a lot now.
Yeah?
We are even supplying to one of the. I think you might have even eaten my. There's
Some of your things.
Yeah. There's a place called is it Pork Masters?
Yeah?
Yeah. So we take some of it there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. So are you only selling to, because this is like another thing that you're doing away from
if you want to buy,
somebody wants, they can.
I'm mentioning them because they get quite a number of them. There can be 50 of them, 70, 100 of them. Yeah, they're quite a lot.
Yeah, so you supply to them on a larger scale.
Larger scale,
Okay, so fast forward, we're in the year 2025, and this is the last quarter of the year, and you decided, let me get back to the music. Obviously, there's a lot of things that have happened in between. What draws you back to coming to record music?
Firstly, it's the fans. Whenever I meet people, I'm like, there was a time I was also like around town center. The guy is like seriously, like honestly, like he's singing.
Yeah.
I was going through a lot of like a tough situation. I was looking for a job. Things were sort of, very hard. I tried all sorts of things I couldn't. But when I heard that song, I felt encouraged. My faith was boosted. I got the edge to try again, to keep pushing. And things have actually worked out now. I own this car. I worked for it for this period of time. Now it's mine now after I finishing my gashing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So stories like that really encouraged me to like, look, if I could impact at least even one life, and they remember for the rest of their lives, I might as well continue and get back to it again. That's why I'm here, and this time it's gonna be.
This time we're not going back
to back.
We're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I saw.
I can never go back. Oh, no, it's already too late.
No, love to hear it. Love to hear it. So let's talk about the messaging in the song. And before I get into it, I also wanted to ask you. You meet a lot of people that give testimonies when they listen to your music. Your music builds, your music gives them hope, But then for you again, before you even get to being a minister, you're a human being and you go through life. And you're making a joke about how now you have certain songs on your playlist because now you're an adult and you have problems. How do you also make sure that when you're going through something, there's a place that you go to and you're able to find hope the same way you're a pillar for a lot of people?
So, life is it's somewhat. Most of the stuff that you believe God for and you feel like they are not like happening like then and then, that also discourages you. And also mostly for me, if there's times where I feel very low, especially like for the music, for example, the music. Sometimes you feel like, look, I've been putting in a lot in this music before, even before. I got to a point where now it felt like in the gospel music industry now people are having like camps. You know what I mean?
Really?
That's what I feel.
That's how you felt like, but is that an actual
like
thing?
It is. I think it is actually. And I'll be honest with you. I think there is some camps. So I feel like if you do a certain genre of music, you are classified as this kind of guy. If you're doing this kind of music, you're classified as this kind of guy.
Is there a thing
there isn't that thing where like we could also come together. If you do a different kind of music that I do, I won't judge you. I'll collaborate with you and let's work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like those things are some of the things that really like sort of discourage me.
Yeah.
I feel like why can't we just be one and not pretend and not just be I do this kind of gospel so I can't do this, or I do this kind of gospel.
Would they feel like your music is not Christian enough or like holy enough?
Yeah, that as well. Basically, I just feel like people I don't know why we are. I don't know if it's the enemy trying to fight the gospel, but like, let's just collaborate. Let's unite. If your friend is doing good, support them. If your friend is not doing that, encourage them. Yeah. And not be, backbiters, backstabbers. When you pray, you know what I mean. You why are you a gospel artist if you can't forgive? Why are you a Christian artist if you can't encourage your friend? Why is it that it always has to be about you, and not other people? Like if it's not you, or if you're not getting a cut from your friend's work, or if it's not your friend's work, you will not support. I feel like that is really like sort of killing the gospel music industry. We should be one. I've seen it with our brothers who do the different kind of music that we do.
Yeah.
If they release music, all their friends will jump on board and push the agenda. But with Christian artists, music, I think it's different. We don't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, let's practice what we preach. It shouldn't be like that.
There's some that do, maybe because
Yeah.
maybe it's because I'm gonna be bashed, but maybe it's because they sit on the same committee, they know the same friends, they know the same people. So if it's not from them, then it's not good enough. Unless if it's from them, then it's good enough. Yeah.
I hear it. I hear it. Are you part of Zam?
I'm planning to register. I've been seeing like a campaign of people like you. Yeah, I haven't really tried to do like more research because soon I'm coming back on how to like sort of be a member. But I'm trying to because I've seen the campaign. I'm trying to see how I can,
Yeah, because I think I like what they did with Lacrosse in the country. Did you go for his concert?
One of my friends was performing on a fellow gospel artist set. Yeah, so I pushed him. I was there.
Ah, okay, nice. So there was this thing that they did where they brought him in a space where he was able to interact at least with the local acts, and so I think there's a bit of some changes now.
Yeah, I like that.
And yes, and it's quite visible. But to hear somebody who would speak out and say sometimes the support is not as much within the Christian community, especially among us artists, I think it's very disheartening, because it's like, guys, how are they going to even support us and be like, not call us hypocrites?
Maybe some people are. Maybe I might sound judgmental. Maybe certain people feel threatened by certain people. I guess maybe they feel like if I don't. But you see, if you help someone and they later on succeed, they'll obviously remember this guy helped me from the beginning. They always, whenever they bring up your conversation about your success, you definitely mention their name. But they I don't know. Maybe some feel as though it's all about me and no one else.
Yeah, and it's a thing of, would you feel it would be, people want you to do good, but not better than them? They feel like if they put you on a certain platform, you might
maybe this guy might get more, they might prefer them. But then at the end of the day, heaven is the goal. We're pushing the same message.
Yeah.
You see, there's one thing that I've learned. No one should ever lie to you that they are the biggest in gospel, whether in the world, Africa, Zambia. There's no biggest gospel artist.
You don't think so?
There's no.
Really?
There's nothing like big gospel artist.
Why do you say that?
You can be a popular gospel artist. Not
a big one.
Because the message is the same. We talk about the same thing. Heaven is the goal. Imagine the whole heaven celebrates if one person repents.
Yeah.
So if a guy who has, maybe you might say, you're popular and you have more impact, you are known. Not that you are bigger.
You're a bigger artist.
So for me, I don't think any gospel artist should never lie to you. I'm the biggest gospel. There is nothing like that, my brother. Just sit down.
Choice of words. I like the
sit
fact
down
that
and
yes, you're popular.
You're popular. Otherwise, the message is the same, my brother. You are popular. You sing what we sing. At the end of the day, is winning souls. It's about the Great Commission, winning souls. So there's no special souls, my brother. So come down and just let us win souls. There's no biggest gospel artist. Even me, I should never come here and say, I'm the biggest gospel artist. No. Chill, my brother. You're popular, you're not big.
The popularity bit of it. Does this inspire the messaging in your song? Lesa Ngali Mpala?
Lesa Ngali Mpala is a song that, basically, for me, most of my music, if you listen to most of my music, it's about boosting people's faith. Yeah. It's like that, like faith boosters, moral boosters, people who are depressed, people who are downcast. When they listen to my song, they feel uplifted. That's me. So it's like basically words of affirmation. And I feel like words of affirmation shouldn't be just like a biblical principle.
Yeah.
I feel it shouldn't be, it's actually not a biblical principle. I think it's a universal principle.
Yeah.
If you speak good about yourself, speak good about who you are, those things begin to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's what the song talks about. Like if God blesses you, no one can reverse it. God's blessings have no reverse button. No one can reverse it. If it's your turn, it's your turn. No matter what people may try and do, my brother.
When it's your time, it's your time.
It's your time.
What's your favorite scripture?
I would say there's the common one, for God so loved the world that he gave his only. Imagine that sacrifice of giving your only son to die for people who don't even care.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that sacrifice for me stands out, and I feel that's my favorite scripture. Coming to die for people who did not even really care. Strangers. But you sacrifice your only son to come and die.
I hear it.
So that's
I
for me,
hear
yeah.
it. The proof. So good to have you back on the scene, and I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited for plans that you have moving
It
forward.
was really a great
So
conversation.
the year is about to end, right? We're in the last quarter of the year. You've given us this particular song, and you're promising consistency.
Please.
So TM, because my plans are behind.
More music, more videos, more gigs. Now that I'm even an audio engineer, like a qualified audio engineer.
So do you judge our music? Like when you listen to people's songs, you're like, ay, that's mixing.
Mixing mostly. And the thing is, I like my country because my country will play. Like you see, like other stations like abroad or outside Zambia, they have a quality control department. They have like actual engineers
that
who listen to your music and say, no, my voice is substandard. So I can actually come to Power TV, do an interview with you, and then you guys don't play my music. Because the music is substandard.
So they tell you to wear to come but music.
But the engineers there have refused that no, this is not the quality that we can put on our station.
Okay, so you're engineering, you're doing sound engineering for people and audio engineering, and that's just not specific to people in the gospel arena.
No, everyone.
Okay.
It's a business.
It's
like the person that made this shit, he didn't make it for, you know what I mean?
No, you might corrupt the spirit. But you know what, very excited for that, and obviously looking forward to some future projects that you have for us.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are excited, I'm sure, to see you come back on the scene and just minister through music. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed. Actually, I was even talking about it with social media manager here. I'm like, everybody here is smiling, bro. Like everyone here is smiling. From the guy at the gate, from the lady at the front desk, everyone is welcoming, and it's a rare thing to see in our country. You could maybe find someone at the gate who will be rude and ruin your whole. But here I felt like I've been here for a long time, and it felt like I'm part of you guys. Like I just work here.
Then give you a job.
And I really love the hospitality. You guys are amazing, and I'll definitely come back. Mchimunzinizi for real. For real.
Thank you so much. Now, to end the show, I always do this when I have a singer, rapper, as long as it's an artist, you obviously give us a few lines from the song to transition us to the music video. So I'm going to do my thing and close the show. Then it was a team, Muli music video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Remember, the conversation continues on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch up on all interviews that you could have potentially missed out on. My name is Suecey, and I've had an amazing time hanging out with The Proof to end the show as a team.
I like how you said The Proof. It sounded like you're from the South. There's South Africa.
Emphasis.
The R was very...
The Proof.
The Proof. I like that.
Emphasis. Take it away.
Also, this is the part where I'm supposed to do the verse. Yeah, so I might
Even
give
like
you 4
lines.
I might give you a leakage for my these other, because I've recorded like over 20 songs. So this is Lesa Ngali Mpala. The first verse goes like confirmed. All my blessings are confirmed. So no matter what you do, they are still coming through, because my blessings don't concern you. Papa Goja, you are operating a different time zone. What you do, nobody can do, yeah. Nobody can do. Shut. Who are you? Who are you? Kukamba no pene. Yesu avomela. Who are you? Tell me, who are you? Yeah. Who are you? Who are you? Kukamba no pene. Yesu avomela. Who are you?
Hey.
Tell me, who are you? Lesa Ngali Mpala ine. Takuli umuntu. Oh. Sorry, guys.
Thank you so much for watching.
Stream the song, Power TV, Machimunzinizi.